will make my day, pal. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Now, y'all know Biden ain't serious, right? He gonna get swept on the floor. First round knockout. Somebody explain to me what kind of PCP injections they putting in Joe Biden to make him say he want to debate Trump twice.
They gave him a big fat shot in the ass and he comes out. For 2 hours, he's better than ever before. You know?
Bro, you can't even get 35 people to show up to an event that you're doing. You can't even keep a sentence together. Talking about, pause.
4 more years. Pause.
You can't read a teleprompter. Matter of fact, his statement was a teleprompted statement. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com gets you one of these shirts. The rematch has happened. The rematch between Joe Biden. See, I didn't want them to make Joe Biden because he old and decrepit. Trump is a beast. Joe Biden is decrepit. But the shirt's still good, though. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give 30% off for those of you who want to get this shirt to support the rematch. Donald Trump going to slam dunk this dude. But I'll give 30% off. Discount code will be rematch 30. Rematch 30. You can only get it on this shirt, and I'm only going to do 30% off for the next 24 hours. So 24 hours from this video, you can get 30% off. Other than that, you got to pay full price. Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Let's get all the way up into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden ain't trying to. Joe Biden don't want that smoke. I see his eyes tracking on the teleprompter. The tracking. Ain't no way in the world he genuinely and cognitively came up with a statement to challenge Donald Trump to 2 debates. Joe Biden hasn't even campaigned. Donald Trump has had so much experience talking, it's insane. He just went to New Jersey with 100,000 people there. Joe Biden can't even speak reading a teleprompter. And you know who mad, right? The cackling hens. They mad. They in their feelings. They are, and I hate that. This is what I don't like about The View. They try to act like they are actually a balanced view. They're not. They don't have a Republican on their cast that's an actual Republican. The wasted face, and y'all know who I'm saying, she's a wasted face. Ain't no reason to have a pretty face like that to have a dumb mind. The wasted face is saying he's no way he could be a president. Won't you have somebody on there to give a different perspective? But anyway, let's listen to Whoopi Gold turds, and let's see what the women on The View have to say, because they always give me material. Roll the clip.
President Biden and you-know-who have both accepted CNN's invitation to debate on June 27th after President Biden issued this challenge this morning. Take a look.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to.
Since then, he hasn't shown up for a debate against Biden? Is that what he's saying?
Debate me again. Will make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. Let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
I wonder whether or not he shows up because, you know, he also challenged me to golf. So I'm a very good golfer. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He said, I'll give him 3 aside. But he knows he'll never play. This is sort of like that, I think. But I hope not, because I really think he has to debate. He might as well get it over with.
I think Donald Trump had the better response. And let me say this. Joe Rogan needs to be the moderator. Why can't they do that? They got some stupid nitwit that's going to try to do a debate moderation. Nobody's going to watch it. Nobody cares. Host a debate with Biden and Trump with Joe Rogan announcing it. Like it's a real fight. Debate style. In a ring. Let's get it. They ain't going to never do it.
He's so stupid. He's talking about golfing.
Here's what I really appreciate. Biden is saying no audience.
Yep.
Good.
And that the mics must be cut once
I love this.
the time to answer the question has expired.
Yeah.
I love this. You anywhere, that fool said anywhere, any place. Now you want restrictions. And if he doesn't adhere to the restrictions, what are you going to do? Abandon the debate. We already know.
So you say no live audience. You want it in a television studio without an audience. Does that mean if the Trump campaign insists on an audience, no deal?
Listen, I think the Trump campaign made their proposal very clear when Donald Trump said he'd be willing to debate anytime, anywhere, any place. And so what we want and what we have laid out is that we want to do this sooner rather than later. We should do it in June after his criminal trial is likely to have concluded and after the president returns from the G7 summit. It should be, yes, in studio with no audience so that the candidates can clearly articulate their visions for the country.
Is an audience a deal breaker? Is an audience a deal breaker for you?
Listen, it's Donald Trump who said he would do this anytime, anywhere, any place. So I don't think that they should have any problems with what we have proposed. He's the one who said he's ready to go. So we should be set to go once we have proposals in from networks. We're excited to debate. The question is, will Donald Trump accept it?
It's smart of Biden to get ahead of this by challenging Trump. And I think.
Look at this wasted face. What a wasted face. Now, she little, so she ain't really that cute because she's so little. She ain't really got nothing going for her. But the face is cute. But the brain is dead. How you wasted the face? You could have gave that to a conservative. Instead, you posing as a conservative. Listen to how silly she sounds. She's advocating for Joe Biden. You're not a conservative.
I think it's a recognition that they're neck and neck in the polls. And I think the Biden team is recognizing maybe the trial isn't breaking through in the way that having Donald Trump in every American living room, answering tough policy questions head to head with him will remind them who he is, what his second term will look like. I think it's critical that they do have these roadblocks in place. Yeah. Cutting off the mics is the most important, or it can just descend into absolute chaos. Yeah. And I'd remind folks, I've been for debates always. I understand he's ridiculously unfit for office.
She's the Republican on The View. Donald Trump is ridiculously unqualified for the office. Yet he's leading every poll. Yet he was the president. He would have won 2020 if they wasn't doing chucking and jiving. But this is their Republican.
But this is for the Americans, whether we understand it or not, who are undecided still. They need to see it. They need to hear it. They need answers to questions. I think it's good for democracy in a way.
I think it's good for democracy. The only thing is, if you look at the statistics, you know, a lot of people don't watch the debates, and a lot of people don't make their decision based on the debate. So that's a little bit disappointing. But I will say this. I mean, Biden clearly has the edge.
Get her off the stage. Get this lady off the stage. Biden has the edge. He's losing in polling. The economy is dying. We're giving hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine, who getting their head beat in. And we giving money to Israel. Look like they winning already. But then he tried to revoke giving resources to Israel. Now you a dead man on both sides. Inflation is out of control. People ain't making the money that they used to. People don't see their 401k going up. They can't invest in real estate and property, the average person, because interest rates are out of control. Come on, bruh. What are y'all talking about? Crime is out of control in the country. Illegals are flooding the streets. And he got the advantage? He ain't even... Okay.
The answer starts with, well, my opponent who has been criminally convicted.
That's...
My opponent who's been criminally charged, not convicted. You supposed to be a lawyer. Look at this dummy. And I call her dummy because she a dummy. You supposed to be a lawyer. He wasn't criminally convicted. He wasn't convicted. Unless you know something we don't know. He was charged, but he hadn't been convicted. Okay.
Right. Or, well, my opponent who is facing
impeached,
who has been twice impeached.
But not removed from office. You can impeach a jelly bean. Who cares? If you weren't removed from office, it doesn't matter. What does impeachment mean if you're not removed from office? He got impeached twice and he was still the president. Okay.
Opponent who's facing 3 other criminal trials. I mean, it's gold. It's very
but
easy.
a lot of people out there feel like they identify with him. That they think he's a victim now. I was reading about this.
Yes.
You know, and they identify.
Well, that's what I wanted to say to Zahid yesterday. He's not. That's why I said he's not. Yeah, sorry. I am asleep. I'm trying to wake myself up.
You been asleep, woman. Quit lying. You been asleep. You been asleep every show you on.
You can find the
Let's talk about it some more.
But yeah. I don't know what you just said, but yeah.
And I wanted to say that I don't think that Biden should have projected that he wants no audience and the mic should be cut off.
I think so.
I think that CNN should have said to the two of them, "This is the debate."
You know they're not going to do that.
We're not telling you the
fireworks.
Biden needs an out, y'all. Don't you get it? They're going to come up with all these crazy restrictions, and then Donald Trump is going to say, no, I don't agree to that. See, Donald Trump don't want to debate us because y'all wanted to go CNN, no audience. You want to be able to cut Trump mic off when they feel like it. That's what they want him to do. So when Trump start making a statement and start calling him out, they're going to cut his mic. This is what y'all want. And see, Biden can't handle pushback. So you know when people in the audience start being boo, Biden going to be like, brain going to be going, he going to forget where he at. He think he the vice president. I mean, we all know what's going to happen. It's a challenge to be able to perform in front of an audience. They probably want to put a teleprompter or something out there so he can read a teleprompter.
And also, no audience. An audience just distracts everybody.
Yes, well, that's what.
But Trump
that's
agreed
what
to it. That's happening.
So it'll be interesting.
But Biden needed to get out in front of it. I would actually disagree with Joy and say he had to project that because if they arranged it for the best TV moment, and we've opened in those times, it doesn't serve him.
But it gives him a way to get out of it by saying, look, I'm not doing it without an audience.
He agreed to it, though.
He agreed to it.
You know what?
We'll see when it comes the time.
But she's also, you're also right with this.
I think so.
But he's a backer-outer anyway.
Kind of, yeah.
I can't listen to these cackling hens no more. He's a backer-outer anyway. What are y'all talking about? When is Trump back down from a debate with Joe Biden? Joe Biden haven't done a rally.
Hey.
Joe Biden can't walk without pooing his pants. Just, now let him off script. He read a script during the State of the Union, and he barely made it through that. Let him off script. Let him say what he got to say. Let Donald Trump challenge him on him potentially molesting his daughter, allegedly, because she said she was molested and she brought him up in the shower, and now she's trying to recant. No. You wrote a whole paragraph about being molested when you were a kid and over-sexualized. And in that sentence, you brought up you showering with your daddy, which is Joe Biden. Let him bring up that his son is a degenerate with that laptop with him snorting coke off prostitutes and being in bed with Ukraine. Donald Trump is going to eat this man alive. He going to eat this man alive. The economy, Donald Trump don't have to say nothing but talk about the things that that Biden has failed at because the American people feel it. So Biden can get up there and say the economy is doing great, it's roaring back. I did all these things, and people are watching and saying, what? And Donald Trump starts saying the things that people actually feel. No, the economy is not. Crime is out of control. People are flooding into our countries from the border. Y'all giving them free benefits, and American citizens are suffering. You guys are fighting endless wars. Why you giving money to Ukraine? Where's the receipts? Donald Trump is going to put this man in a hospital. He may have a stroke on stage. Donald Trump going to be whooping him so bad. I'm for it. I wish that the country had enough gall and had enough presence of mind to say, look, let's make this like a fight. Let's make it like a rematch. Let's set it up like a primetime situation. Let's have a Joe Rogan moderate. Let's have some announcements. Let's really ramp this thing up and let's see how these dudes compete. They ain't gonna do that, man. They already talking about. That's like saying, bro, pull up anywhere, anytime. You and your mama and them. But bro, you can't do a left hook, bro. And nobody can watch us. And like, we gotta meet at the park though. We can't do it in the middle of the street. But you said anywhere, anytime, I do it twice in a row. But we can't have an audience. But we gotta have a moderator cut the mic off. But I don't know why they let CNN do the moderate. Man, we tired of the mainstream media. We sick of y'all. We sick of the mainstream media and all that. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Have it in a neutral spot. Like I said, have a Joe Rogan, have somebody that's larger than American politics come out and moderate. They'll never do it because they full of you know what. And let me just say this. Why are they putting restrictions when Trump haven't put a restriction on it? That should tell you everything you need to know. Get you one of these shirts. The rematch is back. Donald Trump gonna sweep the floor with this dude in the first round. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.